Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. My page about common sense. I try to keep it down at a nitty-gritty under 10 minutes. And if it goes over 10 minutes, it's something very important. And not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT. Listeners' discretion is advised. Listeners' discretion is advised because I act cringy on purpose to get most of the masses off. I don't like most humans because they're very biased in their emotions. They don't really logically think. They don't use a lot of common sense. They just judge a person because of their appearance or how the way they sound. They're not actually listening to them. They're actually listening to their condescending voice or understanding voice. And what happens is that they just get disinterested. And I'm not interested mostly because I'm indigo. I can tell. I can tell if a person is interested or not without even batting an eye. Okay. But anyway, if you have any comments, questions, insults, or roasters, you put it down below. Okay. I talk about subjects that most people don't talk about on the internet. Okay. It's very obscure. You're not going to find it because I'm a particular type of, I have a set of particular type of skills like Leon Nelson. Okay. Neeson. Okay. That the guys don't do what I do, okay? And of course, you can read about me down below in my comment section. My description section down below. Everything is monitored, screened, and approved. If you like to roast me, cool. If you're just trying to hurt my feelings, you just get blocked, okay? You know, you can make fun of me and not hurt my feelings. They say you look like a gorilla, and I'm like, okay, that's not really funny, dog. I'm American. You know, America has the most funniest people in the world. All right, let's get on with the topic for today. Now, I don't know what I'm going to title it, but I just had this conversation with my brother about women who like to play psychic games, okay? You know, this psychic bullshit I be hearing about. Oh, my fucking God, okay? Well, when you have a woman who's not been trained by an alpha, okay, and knowingly that men do more things for women than women do things for men, okay, you know, factually, okay, knowing that men have more property than women when they usually get interested in a female, because you're going to have to be prepared before you walk up to a female, you know, and you're going to have some things in order to support her because she might have babies, and then you got to make sure you take care of her like an animal, like a cat or a dog, okay? Wise men will deal with just a cat or a dog. But if you want a family, okay, which is a very beautiful thing, because I have 2 daughters myself, okay, because I always wanted multiple women, okay, virgin women and polygyny. I am the alpha that most guys don't like, okay? And as I always say in my videos, that most women don't like alphas, okay, because they get the terminology mixed up with alpha. They'll look at someone and they say, okay, that's an alpha, but they don't really like alphas, okay? Alphas don't have to dress according to your needs. Alphas are who they are. They don't have to wear a suit and tie or anything like that. They're themselves. They're legit, but you won't see them in the mass media. Okay, because you look at certain celebrities and you'll think that's an alpha. That's not an alpha. You don't know if that person's beta. Look at Will Smith. Okay, so I digress here. So since we understand that part right there, let's continue on out here. If you got a woman, which is like about 70 to 80% of women out there who say you should know what her feelings are, kick that bitch to the curb. Okay, either one or 2 things is going to happen. You already doing shit that guys will never do. Every guy is different. Okay. You're taking her out. You're talking compliments to her. You're doing things to mind your business. Men are more loyal than women by fact and by far. Okay, especially if you're talking about a beta. Okay, they're more loyal. But beta alphas are not loyal because a lot of women gravitate towards those fuck boys. Okay, so they get what they deserve because them motherfuckers are just like them, narcissistic as fuck. Okay, if they ain't get fucked right, they're gone. 25% of the man's getting 80% of the pussies out there. That's a fact. We ain't going to discuss that. You come into my comment section, we could talk about that. Most women don't have stability, and a lot of men don't have maturity, okay? So what they'll do, they'll be desperate in an attempt to get some ass, okay? Right? Okay, now, while women, however, they think more than just ass, okay? They think of money more than men do, okay, right? When it comes down to relationships, because they're thinking about security. Now, if you do meet a female, or you met, of course, there's a lot of females out there who says these words, you should know what the fuck I want. You better get rid of her as fast as white on rice. I talked to my brother about this. I said, men do too much for women for you to walk down the street and try to second guess or psychically pick up what you mean. Like if I'm walking down the street and this female say, I'm cold. And in her mind, okay, she says that you should know that I'm asking for a coat. I'm going to be like, bitch, you didn't ask me for a coat. I'm going to be like, yo, I'm alpha like that. I'm not that emotional. You better tell me. See, the problem with most guys is that they're not upfront. I don't play childish games, okay? When I talk to my ex, okay, my wife and shit, we still cool and shit in a sense. I told her, hey, I'm not that emotional. So if you play psychic games with me, like if you want compliments, say that, okay? I'll give you more compliments when you're good, okay? You know, obviously, common sense would say, if you going down the street, you think I'm gonna open the door for you, I don't do shit automatically like that. The only thing a man is gonna do is make sure you're sexually pleased. That's the first thing. Compliment you on your beauty. That's two, because women don't do that and vice versa. They don't compliment men as much as men compliment women. And women know this, okay? So when you got a woman walking down the street with you, saying some shit like, you should know what I want, okay? Then I'm like, no, I don't know what you want. You better tell me. That's a bitch that needs to either one or two things. She's willing to learn what your needs are, your needs, okay? Or she's going to tell you what her needs are too, because she's not going to be waiting around and automatically think that a man is going to think that what she's going to need. Because most guys are sexual creatures. They compliment you sexually. They're sexual in the sexual way because they're sexual beasts, okay? You know, they don't get as much pussy as fucking women get dick, okay? You know, that's common. So, obviously, you know, but women don't have that much relationship, intellectual prowess, emotional intelligence. They don't have emotional intelligence like men do by fact and by far. This is why a lot of women, this is proof that women don't have a lot of emotional intelligence, because they'll lay with the wrong man out there. They'll always go to the top 25%, right? They won't mess with someone who's on the same pair to pair, eye to eye, or beauty as themselves, because they have to wear makeup, because they have more insecurity than the man, right? So if a woman is naturally insecure or even emotional, she has to be taught how to contain that emotion. And if their woman is not contained, learn how to make sure she's not getting out of line by saying, you should know, like expectancy, okay, or she's entitled, okay, because entitled women all belong into the street. They belong in the streets. Then if she acts like that with you, you got to kick her to the curb, dog. I'm sorry. You do too much. You as a man do too much. No matter, it may seem like it's a lot because you're spending money on her. That is a compliment in itself, okay? Because you're like wasting your money on her. And pussy and dick are the same, equivalent. I don't get that shit. I don't know why you guys give up dick for free. I really don't understand that shit. I got paid for my services in the past, so I don't understand how y'all guys be getting up dick for free. I'm like, my dick is holy. I do not play that shit with used vaginas. I know you guys love used vaginas and you want to be simps. I know that. I understand that. But the problem is that you're going to have to teach women. Women are either teachable or unteachable, or too sensitive. There is an emotional instability. Even in the scientific psychological community, women are more emotional, right? So they're more likely to be unstable. All right, so you're going to have to understand to put her in her place quickly. If you have to keep putting her in her place, you're going to have to find a plan B. I'm sorry, dog. You have to train her. You have to train the bitch early before it gets too late. Because once she gets up there in that age, she's a feminist. She's going to hate men. It doesn't matter if you try to train her or not, or teach her or not. I say train and teach because I'm condescending as fuck. Okay, I'm also nice too. I always start off nice. You know how when you say nice things, I say, can you please like elaborate what you need, okay, to me at each time, every time, because I'm not that type of male. I'm not that emotional. You got to say that to women. I am not. Women, as a matter of fact, women prefer men who are not emotional. Okay, they'd rather be either a woman is saying, okay, I'd rather have a feminine type of male, okay, because she's masculine, okay, in her energies, or she's willing to talk for a soft man. Which one is going to be? I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the fucking middle. I do not want to be called left or too far right, because I do masseuses, I do massages, I do too much for women's bodies and shit, even your psychosis. Women are not compatible with men overall by 80%. Men are more logical, meticulous. They like to talk about things and topics that most women don't talk about. Women think about purses instead of book bags, because I always get all my girls book bags. I say, get that purse out of your hand, man. Get that purse out of your hand. You're not here to, we're not here to shine, okay, like that. We're not here, no. Socializing is bad to me, okay? I tell females all the time, no, I'm too hard for you. You're going to give me the pussy the right way, or you're going to bounce, okay? If you don't like certain things I do, you are going to bounce. Because if the king's way is my way or the highway. That is how it works with alphas. We do not do that tread that emotion shit. You got to get rid of that. That's what causes most families to fall, because someone is the weak link. And when a female tells me some shit, or I talk to my brother and he said that his wife be doing that shit to him, I say, I don't do that, okay? Sensitive women are the worst. They're the worst. They need to be trained. There's some sensitive females who refuse to learn. And I've encountered so many sensitive women. I said, yo, if you want to be educated, you know, if you don't want to be sensitive no more, get educated. Learn how to compartmentalize your emotions. And women do not have enough emotional intelligence, okay, to do that, okay, you know. So I train my girls early on. I tell my daughters to be more on the logical side. Break shit apart. Don't come to me saying you're smart and you all this and a bag of chips. And then I'm like, you know, I can find it. You want me to find it for you? This is not math, okay? It's logic, okay? Math is more of an emotional thing because math can change. Because just like, you know, how the cracker be making up their own terminologies and shit, that's emotional, right? But to be logical, okay, is to make sure it's crystal clear to everybody, to be upfront, okay? And that's what you want to be. You don't want to be lago-daddying on, okay? Or fiddle-dillying around, because I use old school, because I'm old school. I remember all of the shit that come out in my heydays, okay? But other than that, that's all I really got to say about females who, you know, who basically expect or to feel entitled to something. And if they feel that you should know them, you better start taking that bitch out early, okay? Just make sure you make everything clear from the beginning. Don't be like fiddle-dilling around. And I said that before, time and time again. Tell yourself up front all your past, everything about yourself, and then you will go. And if she accepts you, cool. Now, if she accepts you, that's the dangerous thing. Is she going to use you? Is she going to last? This is why you must come into testing her. You never stop testing a woman out. You never do that. You never stop. Because just like the Italians told me, he said, you can never know when someone's loyalty will die, okay? Snitches lead to ditches. But other than that, that's all I really got to say about females who want you to psychically, you know what they want, okay? Because that's bullshit, okay? Real alphas, that's bullshit. And I'm like, what do you want? Because everybody wants something different. Sometimes, if you're a female, you may want this to be done to your back. So you may, I always ask females, what do you like me to do, okay, to your body, okay? And I'm going to tell you what things I like to do to your body. You got to be open in communication. And women are terrible at communication skills. Terrible. But other than that, the best thing to do to figure women out is to test them behind the scenes. You got to do that because there's a lot of guys who find out their girls, okay, are really for the streets, and then they come to me. They find out. Now, if you start hearing people test your women out, you got it from me, from the Emeraldpillarking now here. That's all I really got to say, guys, okay? And these little poppet things, my daughters, these don't do nothing for me, okay? It feels good when you press it, but there's a ball. There's a foam ball, okay, in which you can play with, and it does more, okay? You can stick your hand in a bucket of chia seeds and shit, and you'll get more of a tingle, okay, throughout your body, or goosebumps. You can use a Q-tip, okay? Like I say, I tell people how to heal, okay? And you stick a Q-tip in your ear and you'll get goosebumps. And sometimes people don't feel that goosebumps all upon their body. But I digress. I talk about too many things to list here. Other than that, that's all I really got to say. Women who feel entitled, women who want you to believe in them psychically, okay, to figure them out. And that's all I really got to say. I hope you learned something in this video, goddammit, okay? I'm out of here, guys. Peace. I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. I'm gonna start gaming now. I gotta play Shadow of War. Okay, it's a tight ass game. You can see my times when I'm on playing and gaming on Twitch, okay? So check me out and I'll see you. Peace.